Good morning. I'm sitting here by the fire and I'm realizing that so much of life moves at the speed of breath. The dawn is just broken and the fire's going out. And it will live again if I physically get up and go put more fire on it, or if I reach over and grab a log. So much of life moves at the speed of breath, at the time it takes for you to physically finish, or just whatever it takes to finish. So much of life involves that time. It's not even time, it's the breath, the life of it. It just takes energy, life. So much of our daily existence is about just so much of our doing is so simple. We simply need to wash the dishes, gather the food, cook the food. Life can be lived at the pace that's much slower. Resources can be gathered as fast as they're consumed, instead of millions of times faster. We can save time and resources. We can complete projects over hundreds of years, thousands, instead of seconds and hours. Why do we need to gather everything right away? Why do we need to hoard? There is no need. Just because we have electricity and powerful machines does not make them mature. Just because something is smart does not mean that it is wise. We don't need to live at a fast pace. Decisions can be spread out. Time can be spent to come to an agreement. We can build things that mean something for everybody, instead of for just one person. We don't have to follow the rules of just a few people or just one person. We can come to an agreement that involves everyone, or most people. We do not need to act so quickly. Just because we have the speed of information and the really fast speed of electricity doesn't mean that we need to move faster than a second. Human life is going to happen at that pace one way or another. We need to move slowly. If you move too fast, you're literally going to hurt yourself. Children are not as fast as computers. Children will never be as fast as computers. No matter how much we rush them into becoming masters at sports or science, they will never be fast. They will always be at a human level. And that's good. Our society should not be built on such a fast pace. We need to move at the pace it takes to live, to work through a human life. And a human life is measured in decades, not seconds. The things that are alive on this planet, they live over the course of years. Sure, insects die in a couple of months, but their colonies last for decades. Hundreds of years. A tree might live for only a few years, sure, but its network lives for thousands, tens of thousands of years. This planet is full of ancient life. It slowly, steadily builds itself up. Not over the course of 100 years, or 200 years, or 1,000 years. It makes no sense for human society to behave as if it were smart enough to act within 1,000 years to do more than anything should be logically done within that time. It makes no sense to make choices that last millions of years within just 1,000 years. It makes no sense to make choices that literally clutter every aspect of our world, to put so much on the table. It makes no sense to make decisions about every aspect of the planet's existence. We're changing literally everything within 100 years. It's too fast. Good morning. I'm recording some thoughts. Whatever you want. I kept her inside because she shouldn't get ticks. Good morning. I'm just talking about, I don't know if you have a couple of minutes. Yeah, go get your tea. Can you make me a cup of Nijui's tea? Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, please. In the blue mug if you want. Yeah. The nice big blue mug with the flower design on it. See, why push away someone? You know, why? Just talk to them. You know? Why live at such a fast pace? Why make here today, human society, we're physically changing millions of things about the environment. Every one of those million choices lasts 1,000 years or more. And it takes what? It takes no time to do anything. This concept of ownership saying, oh, this is your land and you get to decide what you do on it? That makes no sense. Why does one person get to choose what happens to any size piece of land whenever that's going to affect 1 million people's lives over the next 1,000 years? You do not own the land. Your children, your children's children own the land. And their network of people and the network of all the other life on the planet owns the land. It's not just you. You do not own it. This concept of ownership is so backwards. It's out of the basket? Oh yeah, that's what it is in her basket that she made me. Oh, you said it was all used up?
Well, there's one that it might be a bag for tea.
Yes, that's it.
But it's already really used, right?
Yeah, that's probably it. Thank you. It's just so, it makes no sense. One person should not be able to freely, one person should not be able to make decisions for the land whenever it's owned by our countless descendants, not to mention our ancestors. Yeah, I think it makes no sense. Sure, of course, you should be able to choose, what plants you grow and stuff like that. Boy, you should be able to, make decisions about what you want to do with the land, with your land. But, I don't know. That's what I think. Maybe I should have recorded this video sideways. I never thought. I wonder what it looks like sideways. Ooh, yeah. I think sideways looks better. So, yeah, I'm just chilling out here. I have to put more wood on the fire. Because I want to be warm. And the sun won't warm me for another couple hours. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think that we should make decisions so quickly about the world. Oh, that's a better angle. Oh boy. Let's see here. Here's my lean-to with some nice wood underneath it. This compost pile that's just like leftover shrubs. That's the other two compost piles. And then here's one of the wood piles and storage for one of our grows. And then over here is, I hope, one of the logs that I'm gonna use. These are all kind of rotted. Whatever. Just want a little fire. Whatever. So yeah, why make decisions so quickly? Human life, I think with all types of life, we just have like a slow pace. Like, it takes us a while to get over injuries. It takes us a while to learn things. It takes us a while to really understand how things work. You know? There, we gotta remember to have a better angle. Even while I'm carrying things. Gotta admit, normally I'd carry like 4 or 5 logs at the same time, at least. But with the camera and the angle, that means I only have like one arm. And it's weird. It's weird. So yeah. I'm grateful. I'm really grateful for what we got. All the information, the phone. I think we can use technology to live slower. I really think we can. Like, imagine if instead of just like sheets of information and like ads and content, imagine if we had like, instead of like just walls of shit, imagine if we had like a small, like, imagine if, I don't know, I had the idea and then I was too busy. Let me sit down and I'll explain it better. I gotta start working on the fire again. The way I keep my fire going is I blow it. I wish I could turn the camera around. Here we go, slowly. I blow it like this.